Hello friends, welcome back to Creature Crossing and thank you so much for coming back to check out the latest video. Today I have a good one for you guys. We are doing our official island tour for, get ready, Phase 8, the Spring Island of 2023 on Creature Crossing. The theme being Fairytale Theme Park. Despite a lot of twists and turns and a heck of a lot more changes, we finally settled on a theme for this Spring Island. With all the drama and all the chaos included, this has actually turned into a really cool island. I'm very happy with it and I'm very proud of it, and I'm very excited to show it to you guys today. Now, a couple of disclaimers here at the front. A, I haven't made an island tour video for months, so I'm very rusty. This might go completely off the rails. 2, no interiors were decorated for this island. I wasted all of my time being indecisive and fighting for the original theme, which was not working in my brain whatsoever. So here we are with an interiorless island, but it is still very cool and all the exterior spaces that I'm going to show you today. With those two things being said, I think we are ready to tour this island. So friends, without further ado, let's play. Okay, once again, I'm gonna try my best, you guys. Let's start out with the map so you guys can see what's going on with this island. Despite the fact that this map is very messy, I'm actually really happy with it. I used a lot more in-game path than I originally intended, and I think that this map just gives this impression of a lot of built-up spaces, that there's a lot going on this island because this pathing is so big and boxy and crazy. Plus, we've got a lot of water features just scattered around here, and then we have this beautifully structured, organized back row of the island. And back there is our castle build and our villager neighborhoods, which we'll get into those details here in a minute. But here is the map. I think it looks pretty cool, again, despite being kind of messy and a little weird. And also, here are our dreamies for this island. I'm so thrilled that we were able to get all of them. For our Fairytale themed park, I have Julian, Sasha, Cleo, Ione, Chelsea, Mint, Cookie, Drago, Lily, and Judy, and I love these guys. I'm so happy to have them on the island. As always, I still have additional player accounts whose houses are very much taking up space on this island. So we have Potter, Zelda, Caspian, and Tifa, who also live on this island, for anybody watching this video who's not familiar with my island layout. Okay, that's out of the way. Let's head on up to this entrance. Check out the grand entrance to the Fairytale theme park. I think that this entrance tells you exactly what you're walking into and a little bit about what to expect for this theme. Now, Fairytale belongs at the front of this theme park idea because everything is very pastel, very cute, very fluffy, and we have defaulted to a lot of castle builds. So this whole theme park is a Fairytale theme because of the coloring and a lot of the elements that are included, including a lot of like giant vine items and other things that are a little bit more fantastical or whimsical than like a real core theme park would be. So in my brain, when I say Fairytale, that's what I mean. Lots of bright colors, lots of cute things happening. And even though I tried to be somewhat accurate with this island, it's not necessarily real core. We're allowing space for some fantastical, whimsical stuff to happen. So, with that being said as well, let's continue up here to see our first dreamy Judy, but you land yourself directly from the main entrance into the ticketing area. So again, trying to be a little bit accurate without being terribly real core. This is not what an actual theme park entrance would look like. You guys get the point. We have kiosks here where you can buy your tickets or scan your QR code for the tickets you bought online, or you can talk to a real person that just doesn't have a head, which is only a minor detail. Real quick, let's jump into resident services, interrupt what I'm sure is a riveting conversation between these girls, and just say you can't do anything with resident services. You guys know that as well as I do, so I wrapped the whole thing in castle walls and just kind of tucked it away back here so that it wasn't wildly noticeable. Excuse me, Cleo, I love you. I'm gonna try my darndest to be efficient and view this island in a way that makes sense and you guys can track with. My islands do not tend to be very accessible, but every theme I try a little bit harder to make it a little easier to get around. So what we're gonna do is a big loop around the whole island. We're gonna go from left, loop around to the back, come down the right side, and then we will head right up the middle of the island. You guys will understand why when we get there. We're gonna start right here at the bottom of the island. So this space very obviously is a simple little ride. We've got a merry-go-round down here with a couple of benches for seating. Bring the kiddos down here, let them jump on a pony having the time of their life while you sit here and think about your life choices. This little little area is obviously a space filler, but I do think it came out pretty cute for just being a little afterthought here on the bottom of the island. Okay, moving on, let's head over to the left yet again. And guys, I'm very excited to show this build to you. This is my mermaid water park build, and I am so happy with it. Coming to the main entrance here, you actually come into like a little landing area. We've got some tables and chairs for you to come kind of sit down, collect yourself, and handle everything you need to handle. Because you're coming to the water park, you're gonna need to change your clothes probably. You're gonna need to use these lockers to put away all of your items so you're not carrying them into the pool with you. You can come over here, get rinsed off, grab a towel, whatever you need to do to prepare. And just in case you got hungry along the way, we have a snack machine and a couple of drink machines here. So this is just a little staging area for you to prepare yourself to enter the water park and have the time of your life. I do want to do a small circuit here and point out the fact that we do have some cool stuff going on the beaches. We actually have some flamingos that have taken up residence on the beaches around the theme park. We are very happy to have them here, and as far as I understand it, they are living their best lives. So through another arched entryway, we come to the main pool space of this water park. This is the big pool. This is where everybody's gonna hang out. And we have a really cute centerpiece happening here with some cliffs, with waterfalls, shell items, and the very necessary bubble machines happening back there. In addition to our fun centerpiece at our pool, we have a fun lounge strip right here at the front. So we've got some beach chairs. And so up here you can lounge, you can chill, or you can go ahead and jump in the pool and get cooled off, grab a pool floaty, and have the time of your life. Here again, we get a fun sneak peek at our beaches, our flamingo takeover. Absolutely love these beaches. They were a bit of an afterthought. They had to get done right at the end of this theme, but I'm very happy with how they came out. Walking around the pool here, you're gonna take in a couple of fun accents, another little lounge area on this side, and guys, this really cute centerpiece over here featuring more waterfall shell items and of course more bubbles. It's fun, it's festive, it's very mermaid, and that's what we were going for with this build entirely. And then fun story, this park actually features a second level, so let's head up this incline. We have another pool space, some more lounge chairs, and another fun centerpiece up here as well. More waterfall shell items, and you guessed it, bubbles. This is just an extra pool space up here, obviously a lot smaller, a bit more intimate, a bit more cozy, and we got to incorporate the actual pool item from the game into this build up here. It matches incredibly with this custom design that we're using for the pool, and I will be posting all of the custom designs that I used in the description of this video. So if you want to grab this amazing pink tile, if you want to grab this incredible pool code, or anything else that you come across while we look at this island, again, it will be in the description. Okay friends, with that is the whole water park. Now let's head back down. We're gonna pop over to where Cleo is right now and keep checking out what's going on in this theme park. So let's exit the water park and let's head up this really fun path further up here into the park. So very cute, very restricted pathway coming up here. Small detail here. Sasha, really, this is not the time. Thank you for the balloon hat. I won this in a giveaway, but I already had one, and the bugs living in my floor said you might like it, so here you go. The bugs are usually right. Well, we'll go ahead and bust out this balloon hat. I guess it's destiny. It is a theme park after all. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I was going to say before we were so rudely interrupted, there are a couple of water features. You guys can see them on the map a little bit more clearly. Here where I'm standing, obviously there's one directly to the right of me, and then on the other side of the island in the same space, there is another one. You'll be able to see it a little bit better as we traverse the island, but there is a big water feature happening right above us, and it's a waterfall that's falling into this little pond where I just popped a fun crescent moon chair in the middle just to create some kind of interest happening here in this little pond landing. Important? No, but we had to talk about it anyway. When you exit this main path, you're gonna be dropped right in the middle of this very exciting plushie display. The Able Sisters has been reimagined to be a plushie gift shop specifically. So if you want a fun, fluffy, cuddly souvenir, this is the place to come. Grab one in every color, you won't regret it. And then if we keep coming up this way, we're gonna find what's supposed to kind of be a secret little path leading to some secret little things, but let's go check it out. Here, really quickly, I just want to point out this fun little mushroom forest that became the transitional space from the back of the theme park to this area. This area being this villager neighborhood, very much themed, very much fun. Excuse me, Chelsea. Let me come up here so you guys can get a good good look at it. The thought behind these villager neighborhoods was that all of my villagers are actually staff for the theme park, and so we needed some staff housing for them to live at, close to the park but also separate from the park, so they had some of their own space. However, the idea of a theme and it being a theme park meant that we definitely had to come up with themes for these neighborhoods, and that's what we did. So this one here is a very obvious red, white mushroom theme, very cute, very cozy. I love it. These house customizations are perfect. All these little accessory items are so charming and so cute. I absolutely love it. So we have half of our villagers living over here, including Miss Chelsea, who enjoys her donuts, and I just keep them kind of in the back, a little bit separate from all the chaos going on at the park, but also very close at hand if needed. So that's what's going on this entire left side of this island. Let's begin our loop around. So we'll go through another arched gateway and come into this very colorful courtyard, which you cannot see through that giant egg. Okay, let's try again. A very colorful courtyard. This arch is actually part of a complete castle build, and we're gonna pop in there in just a second, but I want to take a minute to point out this popcorn stand, which was a lot of fun to put together. This courtyard is supposed to be a very formal entrance to our castle build, but we definitely needed to fill in the corners with some fun things, and what else do you have at theme parks but a whole lot of places to grab overpriced snacks. So here you can get your very expensive popcorn before you walk into the chaos that is officially our castle arcade build. Here it is. I absolutely love it. I think it came out so cute. I'm such a fan of this build, which features a whole lot of arcade games and other things you would find in an arcade within a massive castle structure. So this was so much fun to put together. We had to figure it out. I mentioned at the beginning of this video that we went through several phases with this theme, and it was not a theme park to begin with, but we had a castle build back here for what we were originally trying to do. The whole thing had to get reimagined, rebuilt, recustomized. All of these castle items had to be changed so that we could come up with this really fun, colorful, festive build and stick an arcade in it. So that's what we did, and I'm very, very happy with it. Here is the first of our resident houses, which is what I like to call my additional player accounts. Again, the interiors have not been done to this theme, so we're not going to go inside anywhere, but having these houses tucked into the castle build just gives a little bit of substance to the castle, so it's not just a bunch of empty walls. There are houses in here trying to blend into the build and just fill out the space better. So we can go up another level, and here we're actually going to come to the entrance of our museum, also tucked into the castle build. As you can see, we used a lot of greenery, lots of plants, the giant vines that I was talking about before. Also, the ruined items came in clutch for this build. They look so good, coordinate really well with these gray castle items, and it adds a little bit of fairy tale flair to what's going on here. And we're gonna go straight back down, kind of where we came from, just on the other side. It's gonna be very symmetrical. It is a castle after all. So again, we have another resident house here and all of that good stuff on this level. And then we can go back down the side and come into the right side of the castle arcade. And on this side, we're gonna see more claw machines, the plaza games, capsule toy machines, so on and so forth. So we just broke this castle in half. Each side has some really fun games that are featured to be the arcade for this island. So this is a really cute build. I'm very happy with it. And don't worry, you guys, it is tradition on Creature Crossing for island tour videos. We are going to do a circuit around this island again after dark, so you guys can see any lights that are down here to be seen, and we can take in the island in its full glory. So don't worry, we're going to take a look at this area at nighttime as well and really enjoy it. Okay, you guys may have noticed I blew right past it, and I just can't ignore it. There is an arch that is headed down the middle of the island. However, this is not the optimal place to approach this space on the island, so we're gonna bypass this for now. We're gonna go back down the right side of the island to the front, and then we will come up that vertical space, and you guys will understand why when we do it. Here, my friends, it's like deja vu. We're in another courtyard at the side entrance of the castle arcade. It's identical to the one on the left side because I have a problem, but here instead of popcorn, we have frozen drink stand. Come get something frozen and refreshing, pop a squat if you would like, and hang out here enjoying all the colors and festiveness to your heart's content. Now, if we keep moving, we're gonna exit the castle build and we're gonna come into a space that looks a little bit different. These colors are a little bit more vibrant, they're a little more dark, there's not so much pastel, there's a lot more depth of color happening over here. This area specifically specifically is really just a gift shop area. We have Nook's Cranny here, which is why the color scheme took the turn that it took in this area. It's always so difficult to incorporate the in-game buildings into a build, especially if you're doing something pastel or very specific, where Nook's Cranny is just very red and yellow and orange, and you can't do anything about it, right? So instead of fighting the facade or trying to hide it the way we did Able Sisters, I just embraced the color scheme of Nook's Cranny and customized a few of my items to fit the area better. And again, this area is essentially just gift shop, so Nook's Cranny is supposed to be a very generic gift shop here in the theme park. And then this building is my house, is my character's main house. I customized it to match Nook's Cranny as much as possible, and we're just gonna assume again that this is a gift shop of unknown speciality, because again, I didn't have time to do interiors on the island. It's just a fun, colorful place to hang out. It's a fun transitional space, a little bit of a different flair than what's going on with the rest of the island. So I do really like how this area turned out, despite the fact that it's not terribly specific. Now, once again, we have what's kind of a secret-ish path that's gonna lead us to our other villager neighborhood, and this is where the other half of our staff reside. Here, obviously, I went with a ruined theme, so I've got all these ruined items. We've kind of been seeing them around, but here's an official neighborhood built with these items specifically to give a very natural, very ruined feel to this neighborhood. So these items are all very familiar. We've got some white accents. Once again, the house customizations are just perfection for this area. I love them so much. And everything is just green and white and ruined, and I absolutely love it. A fun little feature that ended up becoming a part of this neighborhood, I have a glowing moss statue layout down here at the front. Not only are you going to find decayed castle pieces and ruins, but you may also find some statues or some other items from that lost civilization the ruins represent. So I incorporated some statues in here to help fill the space a little bit. Let's keep going down here. Hello, Cleo again. Cross this fun little bridge. Now on the other side, we had that crescent moon chair and that little pond, right? Fortunately, with this layout on this side of the island, I was able to use that waterfall to create a full river, and we could build this really fun bridge. So that's what we did here. And coming down here, this is a really, really fun lounge space. This whole area we're about to walk into is very much a place to sit and relax and take a load off after running around the theme park and checking out all the gift shops and spending hours in the sun at the water park. This is a place that you can come and truly relax. We have a cotton candy stall that is fully staffed and ready to serve you with delicious treats. We have these adorable customized bistro tables, which feature one of Sable's patterns. So what you're seeing on the bistro table awning and the chair canvas is actually one of Sable's patterns. It's not a custom design code. Go find it. It's adorable. I'm obsessed with it. Further down here, a little bit past our cotton candy stall, we do have a fun merry-go-round. Once again, just the perfect little space filler, just a little ride, a little attraction that you can have that's kind of low-key and casual while you are still just trying to chill, right? It's a very restful area. There's so many chairs over here. I love this part of the island. I think it's so cute. The colors get me. This pattern from Sable just is my whole heart right now. If we come further down this way, we're gonna see, you guessed it, more seating, because listen, theme parks in the sunshine, they can really wear you out. I wanted to make sure you had a place to rest. It was very important to me. What else was important to me is the attraction that we have behind me right now. I can't believe we actually managed to make this a reality, but friends, let's walk through this entrance, let's turn in our tickets, and let's board the Dragon's Lair roller coaster. This is so fun. Let me get you guys the best vantage point of this build. Here you go. Here is the Dragon's Lair roller coaster build. This turned out so cute. I am so happy that we managed to make it happen, because again, on the original island, we did have a Dragon's Lair as part of the overall theme. And then when we transitioned into the theme park, I was trying to keep as many of those original ideas alive as I could. So once again, we reimagined the Dragon's Lair and we turned it into a roller coaster. This is so cute. It's so fun. You can board the roller coaster here. It's going to take you into these tunnels. And then obviously you're going to go around an invisible loop that absolutely exists, and that's gonna bring you up, and you're gonna come crashing down into the void underneath the loading platform, just having the time of your life on this roller coaster. So here's our really fun ride here on the island. Again, I'm so thrilled. I'm so thrilled that this worked out. Over here on these beaches, guys, the flamingos weren't that interested, so instead we have some really fun glowing moss items, incorporating a lot of those giant vines and other vine items to make a really cool beach background happening here. Okay, we're not done. We're not done. done, because here is another beautiful archway, clearly leading us somewhere important, and that somewhere is our pirate cafe. I love this so much. An original idea was to have a pirate beach, and it turned into a cafe spread when we transitioned into the theme park theme. So here is this adorable layout. We've got some really cute tables and chairs out here for your dining pleasure, and here we managed to customize one of my resident homes so perfectly to match this theme. I'm so thrilled with this house customization. That gives us a very solid building to represent the cafe. So you can grab your food inside and then you can eat it out here amongst all of this pirate goodness on this beautiful plank custom design code on the beach. Absolutely exposed to the open water, which is extremely safe. So that is our first cafe feature of this island. You might have noticed that I've crossed this train track a few times. Let's head on over to the left and see where our loop takes us. And it takes us to a beautiful layout on this land bridge. Guys, this is the big water feature. You can kind of see it behind the teacup ride. This is such a beautiful spread. I'm so happy with this. This little island in this pond where we could put the teacup ride as a main feature and have this really cute bridge to walk across just seeing that. Hello, Ione, excuse me. And here, my friends, we come to our second and last cafe built on this island. This is another one of my players' houses, customized to be an ice cream shop. And I wish with my whole heart, again, we could have done the interior, but we ran out of time, and I also ran out of energy to do anything with the inside of this house. But we did customize the outside. We added the storefronts just to make this really cute little ice cream cottage, featuring a full patio with ice cream on the tables and adorable soft serve lamp. So this, again, the ice cream shop for the theme park. Let's keep walking down here through another arched opening. Really loving using these arches to define so many individual spaces in the theme park. And here, my friends, we have our train station. This was a really fun build to do. A lot of my friends helped me do this live. It took us a while to build the perfect train, but I really think that we did. There's nothing more theme park than having a train or a tram that's going to take you into so many different places in the park itself. This is our platform for loading this island train, and you can pop over here, grab your tickets from yet another headless attendant, hop on the train, squeeze in amongst all the dreamy plushies that are ready to go, and take a fun little train ride down these tracks. I do actually want to follow the tracks and show you how this was built. We do have a fun additional little bridge space here in this pond. We just built it off of the inlet from the beach. So cute. I love framing this out in an arch, and then obviously the train tracks are framed out with these adorable Bunny Day items coming all the way across the bottom of the island here and going into a stone tunnel here at the end of this track and going on to imaginary places that I'm sure are a lot of fun. So that is our train feature for this island as well. I think it came out so good. I know I say that every 2 minutes. It came out so good. I love it so much. I'm so happy with this island, but it's true. And after all of the struggle that we went through to find something we could do and do well, it's so nice to be able to hang my hat on this island at the end of phase 8. Okay guys, we are finally at the last wonderful portion of this island. What I'm about to show you is the cherry on top, and honestly the backbone of this island theme. So let's head up our rainbow pathway. Loving this planking. The code will be in the description, don't panic. Up here to one level of cliff. Let's take as close a look at this water feature as I can show you. Again, Bunny Day items, and then we do have the park fountain there in the center. I wish you could see those a little bit better, but it's gonna be okay. And here up to this top level, friends, this is the build that started it all. This is the Rainbow Bridge, and I love it with all of my heart. I love how scenic it is, so colorful, so fun, so festive, and it leads us to the Castle Arcade. Here is that archway that I told you guys we would come back to. So here is our museum yet again within the castle, and this is the Rainbow Bridge that leads you there. I am obsessed with this build. I love this so much. It's gonna break my heart to flatten it so that we can start the summer theme, but it has to be done. Guys, take it in. This is the grand finale of this island. I love it. I'm obsessed. I can't get enough of it. The Rainbow Bridge just brought everything together and makes everything okay. And with that, you guys, we have toured the entire island. Since we're not doing any interior interiors and only one small section of accessible beach, we can get through the island pretty quickly. But friends, do not worry. I'm gonna transition to the nighttime as promised, and we're gonna do the exact same circuit through the island after dark so we can really take in all of these glowing moss items, all of the lights that are on the plaza items, and any other illumination that's been incorporated into this island. So sit tight, we're gonna transition to the nighttime. I'll be right back. Okay friends, magically it is after dark here on the Fairytale theme park island, so we are going to do, again, the same circuit that we just did, but when we look at the island after dark, I just turn up the jams and I just take a walk, and you guys just come with me to look at everything. We've already commented on all the spaces and everything that's in there, so there's no need for me to go through and commentate yet again. So welcome to the chill portion of the island tour video. One disclaimer for this portion of the video though is it is incredibly difficult to control your character to walk very slowly without occasionally speeding up or slowing down, or speeding up or slowing down. So I try to walk kind of slow through areas that do have a lot of lights, but bear with the pacing because it's really hard to control your character. So that's the disclaimer for this portion. Okay, guys, let's take a look at this island at night. I'm so excited. I have not seen this myself entirely at night, so I'm actually pretty excited for this. All right, let's go. Alright friends, that is the entire island in the daytime and in the nighttime. Thank you everybody who's been hanging out in my live streams, helping me build this island, helping me transition from my original idea to the new idea, and then helping the new idea become a reality. I love this island. I think it came out great. I'm very, very happy with it, and I feel that I can hang my hat on this one, and we can confidently move on to the summer theme, which has yet to be announced.